Okay, the next question is the radius of a circle increases by 30%. Find the percentage change in the area. So guys, as I said, percentage का topic जो है वो काफी ज़्यादा vast है. It can be used in so many places like time, speed, distance. Arithmetic में तो आ ही सकता है, of course. Even in geometries, you can see this question, right? So this and the previous one, of course. So percentage is basically a very wholesome concept that can be applied to different topics out there. So the next question is the radius of circle increases by 30%. Find the percentage change in the area. Okay, so let's solve this question. Let's take the value of r as 10, as I said, 10 units. Okay, or you can also take 100 or 1, whatever is your choice. So you can calculate the initial area. The area of a circle is nothing but pi r square. Okay, so this is nothing but pi into 10 square. Okay, that is nothing but 100 pi. So your initial area is equal to 100 pi. Okay, now the radius is increasing by 30%. We saw just now that whenever it's increasing by any value is increasing by 30%, it's basically 1.3 times, right? So the new radius I wrote as r2, it's simply equal to 1.3 multiplied by 10, जो कि होगा 13, right? So now you can calculate the new area. The new area is pi r square, pi into 13 square. This is nothing but 169 pi. Okay, this is your final area, this is your initial. Okay, you can use final minus initial upon initial into 100, or you can just compare them. See, this is if you divide them, 169 pi upon 100 pi as compared to the original, the final area becomes 1.69 times, isn't it? So 1.69 times का मतलब क्या? 69% increase. Okay, as I said, you can also use the percentage change का formula, final minus initial divided by initial into 100. उससे भी same answer आएगा, 69%. Okay. All right, guys. So, what are the questions we have seen till now? In that, we have a very special category of problems. Okay, in which there was a third quantity. Let's call it as z. Okay, z was basically given as a product of x and y. Okay, z was given as product of x and y. Okay. Now, suppose if x increases by a%, or let's say x changes by a% for that matter, and y changes by b% for that matter, I want to find out the percentage change in z, of course, in terms of a and b. Okay, so let's do that. Initially, z is given as x into y. I call it as z1. Okay, z2 will be when x increases by a%. Okay, just now we saw if any value becomes increases by n%, it becomes 1 plus n by 100 times. So a% के लिए क्या हो जाएगा? 1 plus a by 100 into x. This is the new value for x. And y will become y into 1 plus b by 100 by the same logic, right? Okay, so you can basically rewrite the equation taking a and x and y together, but I noticed that x and y together will be nothing but z1 only, right? The initial quantity. So basically I can write it as z2 being equal to z1 multiplied by 1 plus a by 100 into 1 plus b by 100. Okay, now you can write this basically as z2 upon z1 ka ratio. z2 upon z1 is 1 plus a by 100 plus b by 100 plus ab by 100 square. Okay. Okay, you can subtract 1 from both sides. Subtracting 1 from both sides, I will take z1 upper and write baki as things as such. Okay, a by 100 plus b by 100 plus ab, sorry, ab upon 100 square aega, right? Now, if I multiply both sides by 100 here, what will I get? I will get the percentage change in z, right? This is exactly what I wanted to find out, the percentage change in z. Okay, so the percentage change in z, that is z2 minus z1 upon z1 into 100, it is given by a, देखो यहाँ पे 100 कट जाएगा, plus b plus ab divided by 100. Very important relation, and I have summarized the relation in one straight line at the end of this page, and that is if z is given as a product of x and y, if a third quantity z is given as a product of x and y, okay, or I can say z varies directly with respect to x and y, okay, and x changes by a%, y changes by b% respectively, x and y. So the percentage change in z will be given by a plus b plus ab divided by 100. It's a very universal formula, not very universal, but yes, you can apply it to many questions. In fact, what all questions we have solved up till now in this lecture. Let's resolve all these questions based on this direct formula a plus b plus ab upon 100 now, starting with the very first. The length and breadth of a rectangle increase by 20% and 30% respectively. Find the percentage change in the area. We observe that the area is nothing but length into breadth. Why? Same funda, z is equal to x into y. Okay, length changes by 20%, breadth changes by 30%. Therefore, the percentage change in the area is 20 plus 30 plus 20 into 30 divided by 100. This question is now a super cakewalk, right? That's the answer, 56% that we already got. Let's go on to the next question now. The radius of a circle increases by 30%. Find the percentage change in the area. Now, you may not directly be able to observe this relation, but if you observe, the area is proportional to r square, because area is pi r square for circle, right? So area is proportional to r square. This is nothing but area being proportional to r into r. Okay, so both r's are increasing by 30% here. So area का increase कितना हो जाएगा? 30 plus 30 plus 30 square upon 100. Right? 30 square is 900 upon 100 is 9. It's basically 69%. The exact same answer we got previously, right? Let's go on to the next question. A's monthly expenditure on sugar every month is 5,500. However, rate of sugar increases by 20% in a particular month. By what percentage should the consumption be reduced? So the expenditure remains the same. Okay, expenditure we wrote was rate multiplied by the consumption. Expenditure change नहीं होना चाहिए, 0% increase. Okay, rate is increasing by 20%. Consumption, let's say, is changing by x%. So I can write 20 plus x plus 20x by 100. This is simply equal to 0, right? So you can take 20 on the left hand side, minus 20 is reducing this 6x by 5. Okay, this will give you x is equal to minus 16.6%. Correct. That's all. So we'll solve one more question, guys, based on the same concept, a plus b plus ab upon 100, and see how things become really very easy. This is derived from a previous CAT question year. I do not remember. I think it's 2002 or 3, probably. Anyway, so the question now says, if a price of pen decreases by 20%, then a man can buy 10 more pens for rupees 100. Okay, 10 more pens for rupees 100. What is the new price of each pen? Okay, now the price is decreasing by 20%. Okay, you can also use the fraction wala logic. Usse bhi aap kar sakte ho. You can say that the expenses on the pens are nothing but rate multiplied by the consumption which you're buying. Okay, rate is decreasing by 20%. Decreasing by 20% means 0.8 times हो रहा है rate. Just now we saw, right? Or 4 by 5 times हो रहा है. तो consumption क्या हो जाएगा? Divide by 0.8. Or basically the consumption becomes 5c upon 4 times पहले से. Okay. Now what is the increase in the consumption or increase in the quantity being purchased? 1 by 4, right? Extra. Okay, he's purchasing 1 by 4 extra. That tells you what? The man can buy 10 more pens. This 10 more pens correspond to 1/4 of the extra quantities bought, right? So 1 by 4 will correspond to 10. How many pens you are buying now? That is 5c by 4, right? So 1 by 4 अगर 10 के बराबर है, then 5 by 4 किसके बराबर होगा? 5 times, which is 50. So the man is now buying 50 pens. Okay, 50 pens for how many rupees? 100 rupees. The price of each pen will be 100 divided by 50. A super small, sweet, and crisp approach to solve this question. That's it. Okay, let's go on to the next question now. Paulo is writing a new book. I'm very thrilled that he is. Let's see अब क्या निकल के आता है. One particular morning, he fills many pages with the story, but in the evening, he goes through all that has been written right from the first day and then deletes 1/6 of it. Okay. The content of the book is still 35% more than what it was at the end of the previous day. How much percent new content was written in the morning? This is one of my personal favorite questions because see, when I talk about lateral thinking, I would always like to discuss different ways to solve the same question. And for this one particular question, there can be like different possible approaches depending upon the level of the aspirants. So we'll start with the very basic approach. I mean, a very conventional approach, जहाँ पे मुझे बिल्कुल दिमाग नहीं चलाना है. I will methodically write the equations. I'll write the steps and I'll get the answer. Okay, so uh, Paulo is writing a new book. One particular morning, he fills many pages with the story, but in the evening, he goes through all that and deletes 1/6. Okay, so let me say, in the morning, okay, before writing, suppose y number of pages have been completed or x number of pages, whatever you like to choose. Okay, and let me say the new content जो हमें find करना है, the new content he is writing in the morning, let's say it is X%, right? That is X% now. ठीक है? So what is the new content after he has completed writing the extra X%? Y पहले था number of pages plus X% of Y और extra add हो गया, right? X% of Y is X by Y into X by 100 into Y, right? So the total number of pages, okay, all right, is Y जो पहले लिखा हुआ था, and today's date he wrote X% extra, so X by 100 times Y, okay? इसका 1/6 he deletes, right? If he deletes 1/6 means he's keeping the remaining 5/6, right? So whatever remains is basically going to be 5/6 of this value. Okay. But 5/6 of this value is 35% more than what it was at the end of the previous day, जो कि हमने y assume किया है, right? So this value, this whole value is nothing but 35% more than y. So it is y plus 35 by 100 times y. Okay. Observing this, you will observe that, this equation now reduces to y plus xy by 100 into 5/6 is equal to y into 135 by 100. You can cancel out y throughout, you don't need to keep it, right? Then what else you can simplify? You can simplify this by writing 1 plus x by 100 into 5/6 is equal to 135 by 100. Okay, so you can cancel out 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 7s are 35, and then you can just take 6 on this side, so it will be 6 7s are 42, 6 2s are 12, 13 14 15 16, so it's 162 divided by 100. Okay, this you can write it as 1 plus 62 by 100. Okay, comparing it with 1 plus x by 100, okay, x is nothing but 62. So what is the new content he's writing every day? He's writing 62% in new content every day. That's the answer, 62%. Okay, we'll see one more approach to solve the same question, guys. Okay, instead of taking y pages, you can solve 100 pages as the initial number of pages to solve. Anyway, वो cancel ही हो जाएगा. That is second way out. Okay, the third way to solve the question is you can use the concept of a plus b plus ab upon 100. Okay, see, the total number of pages is what? Okay, the total number of pages में क्या हो रहा है? He is adding some content and then he is deleting some content, right? Okay, and total content is still 35% more. Okay, the deleting part is basically 1/6 bola hai, right? 1/6 will be basically how much? Will be minus 100 upon 6 percentage, right? Okay, so let's say the content being added is x. Now you directly apply the formula, you will find the value of x. 35 is equal to a minus b minus ab by 100. 0 0 0 go on here. Okay, 100 by 6 you can take it on the right hand side. You will get 35 plus 100 by 6 is equal to x minus x by 6 will be 5x by 6. Okay, so 6 5 30, 6 ये हो जाएगा 210 plus 100 is 310 divided by 6 is equal to 5x upon 6. 6 6 cancel. Okay, 6 5s are 30, 6 2s are 10. The answer is x is equal to 62%. Okay, this is one more way of solving the question. Okay, using the concept of a plus b plus ab upon 100. Okay, but now here comes the best way to solve the question. Okay, one of my personal favorites. Okay, now see, let us say that till the end of the previous evening, 100 pages had been written. Okay, 100 pages had been written, but आज शाम में after deleting 1/6, 35% content is still more, right? So by today evening, he has written 35% extra total. Okay, so the number of pages completed by today is how much? 135, right? But this 135 is nothing but 5/6 of whatever was completed today, right? Including the work which was there yesterday. जो भी आज का काम हुआ है, okay, आज का काम हुआ है, including yesterday and the extra content that they have written today, उसका 1/6 delete करके जो बचा है वो कितना है? 135. So 5/6 of whatever is there today is 135, right? So what was the initial quantity? You cross multiply, you can find out. It will be 6 by 5 of 135, right? So this will be 5 2s are 10, 5 7s are 35, 6 7 2, 162. So आज के दिन, okay, 162 तक लिखा गया था, total 162 pages तक लिखा गया था. Yesterday, how many pages were there? 100. आज कितना था? 162. What is the extra content written? 62%. And that is the quickest and the best way to solve this question.